morning, children. This is so now we are going to discuss about the common factors. Okay, common factors we have to discuss. Common factors means it is nothing but we know the factors of some numbers. If you take any number, you can find the factors. Like this, if you take two or three numbers and find the factors, in those two or three numbers factors, what are the common things are there that we can call them as common factors. Suppose here I have taken an example 24 and 42. Two numbers I have taken. So I want to find out the factors of 24 and 42. Okay. So in those factors of this one and factors of that one we can compare what are the common factors or the common numbers are there, those we can write. So factors of 24. Factors of 24. How to find out? We have two or three methods are there. Here we are taking this right factorization method. So 24 in 2 table to 12 jar, in 2 table to 6 jar, 2 table to 3 jar. 3 is a prime number and 2 is a prime number. So 24 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. These are the factors of 24. Okay. Prime factors of 24. Understand? Next, coming to this one, 42. 42 means, for this also, in 2 table to 21 jar. 21 is not divisible by 2. So, we can go for 3. 3 7 jar. That means, 42 is equal to 2 into 3 into 7. Understand? So, 2 into 3 into 7. These are the prime factors of 24 and 42. Now we have to find out the common factors. This is prime factorization 24 and 42 we have taken. So here I am writing this common factors of 24 and 42. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 and 2 into 3 into 7. Factors of 24 is equal to 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 8 3 ja 24. Factors of 42 is equal to 2 3 ja 6, 6 7 ja 42. Okay. In these common factors, of 24 and 42 is equal to 2 is common and 3 is common. So this is equal to 2 into 3. It is nothing but 2 and 3 are the common factors. 2 3 are 6 is the common factors for these two numbers. Okay. In the prime factorization, we found the factors of 24 and 42. These are the common prime factors. We have to remember prime factors. Understand? Next, we have to find out the highest common factor. Common factors are different. Common factors are there. In those, what is the highest common factor? That we have to find out. Okay. Another example I am taking for this finding the common factors. Example, I am taking 12 and 18. So factors of 12 is equal to 12 factors means prime factors only we are taking 2 table to 6 are 12, 2 table to 3 is 6. Okay, so 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Like this 18. Factors of 18 is equal to, in 18 also we have to divide it 2 table, 2 9 ja 18, 3 table 3 3 ja 9. So 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3. These are the factors of 12, these are the factors of 18. So factors of 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 and factors of 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3. So in those you can find out the 2 is the common factor and 3 is the common factor. That means 2 into 3 is equal to 6 is the common factor. Okay. So prime numbers directly we can simplify with the help of prime numbers, we can find the factors, and from those common factors we can find out. In another method also, this is the prime factorization method. In another method also, we can find the factors of these two, common factors of these two. We know 18 and 12. If you write the factors of 12 in one table, 1 12 are 12. 2 table, 2 6 are 12. 3 table, 3 4 are 12. Again 4 3 are 6 2 are 12. Already we know this method. So now we can write factors of 12 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 12. Okay, 1 2 3 4 6 12. Now coming to factors of 18. This is equal to 18 is equal to, can be written one table 1 into 18, 2 into 9. Okay, in 3 table 3 into 6. Again 6 into 3, 9 into 2, 18 into 1. Now 18 is equal to, we can write factors of 18 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6 comma 9 comma 18. Okay. So now we can write factors of 12 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6 comma 12, and factors of 18 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6 comma 9 comma 18. In those two, if you find common factors of these two, 12 and 18 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6. These are the common factors. In those common factors, we can find the highest common factor. Highest common factor. Which is the highest common factor? 6 is the highest common factor. 1, 2, 3 and 6, if you find out 6 is the highest common factor. To find out this highest common factor, for all the numbers like this, finding the factors is difficult. For some numbers, small numbers means easy, but bigger numbers means it is difficult. That's why we use prime factorization method. Okay. So in this finding the highest common factor, first thing is factors, after that common factors, after that highest common factors. So highest common factor, to find the highest common factor, we have to first find out the common factors. Like this means finding the factors, it is difficult for some of the bigger numbers. So for that purpose we use prime factorization method. In this prime factorization method, only prime numbers are the factors we can find out. In that we can multiply the factors, finally we can find the common factors. Okay. So after finding the common factors, we have to find out the highest common factor. Highest common factor means that is nothing but we call it as HCF. HCF is nothing but highest common factor. Highest common factor will be only one, not more than that. Highest. Compared to other factors, which one is the biggest? That is called the highest common factor. So highest common factor, we have to find out the highest common factor. We have two methods. First one is prime factorization method. And second one is division method. These are the two methods are there. First one is prime factorization method and second one is division method. So prime factorization method and division method. First we shall discuss about prime factorization method. After that we shall go for the division method. Prime factorization method, already I have given the example. Like that only. Suppose here I am taking an example. Okay. Question I am giving you. Find the highest common factor of 30 and 45. Two numbers I have given. 30 and 45. First we shall take 30. For this, finding the prime factors. Ending this is 0, so we can divide with 2 table. 2 means it is a prime number. 2 15 job. 15 is not divisible by 2. So the next number is 3. 3 table. 3 5 are 15. Means 30 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5. 2 3 are 6. 6 5s are 30. Like this. 45. We can take this 45. 45 in 2 table it is not divisible. 3 table. 3 1s are 3. 3 5s are 15. Again 3 table. 3 5s are. So 45 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5. These are the factors of 45. These are the factors of 30. So now we can write down common factors of 30 and 45 is equal to, first one is we got 2 into 3 into 5, 30 is equal to, now 45 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5. Just observe what are the common factors. 3 is a common factor, 5 is a common factor. Common factor means it should be in the same two numbers, okay. So 2, 3 and 5 are the common factors. Now we have to find out highest common factor of 30 and 45 is equal to first common factor into second common factor. 3 5s are 15 is the highest common factor. Understand? So HCF of 30 and 45 is equal to 15. Understand? So 15 means roughly we can say what are the factors of 30 here, just roughly we have to check for the checking. In 1 table 1 30 jam, 2 table 2 15 jam, 3 table 3 10 jam, 5 table 4 table is not divisible, 5 table 5 6 jam, again 6 5 jar, 10 3 jar, 15 2 jar, 31 jar. Means 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 6 comma 10 comma 15 comma 30 factors. Now coming to 45 factors. 45 1 table 1 45 jar. 2 table it is not divisible, 3 table 3 15 jar, 4 table not divisible, 5 table 5 9 jar 45, again 9 5 jar, 15 3 jar, 45 1 jar. So factors of 45, 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 9 comma 15 comma 45. If you compare this one and this one, 1 is common factor, 3 is common factor, 5 is common factor, after that 15 is common factor, that's all. So in those two, 15 here, 15 is the bigger number and 15 is the biggest number. So HCF of 45 is equal to 15. HCF of 30 and 45 is equal to 15. Here also we got the same thing, 15. So for every sum, every number, it is not possible to explain the factors like this because some bigger numbers are there. Suppose 3500, 4600 like that means it's difficult. That's why this method we won't follow. We have to understand this method. After that we shall go for the prime factorization method. In the prime factorization method, we know the method. Prime numbers only the factors. Till then we have to divide. Starting with prime number and it should be end with a prime number. Till then we have to divide and find the factors. So all these factors we have to write like this. In those common factors we have to write. So common factors, after that common factors we have to, the common factor should be multiplied and we can get the highest common factor. Understand? This is called prime factorization method. Okay. So next another method is there. That is called division method. So in the division method, what we will do? The second method we are going to, for same numbers, we will take division method. How to find out the highest common factor by division method. So division method means here no need to confuse because I have given you two numbers only. In these two numbers, compare these two. Which one is bigger? 45 is bigger and 30 is smaller. So bigger number should be multiplied with 45. Bigger number is multiplied with 30. That means 30 will be the divisor. Small number will be the divisor. Bigger number will be the dividend. Okay. So in 30 table, if you read the 30 table, 45 means 30, 1 ja 30, 30 2 ja 60. So 2 ja it is not possible. 30 1 ja 30. 15 is the remainder. Okay. Listen here carefully. 15 is the remainder. This remainder will become the divisor and previous divisor will become the dividend. Previously, what is the previous one? 30. So 15 2 ja 30. Where we are getting 0 as the remainder, the previous divisor is called its HCF. So directly we can write like this. We can find HCF of 30 and 45 is equal to 15. For bigger numbers it is very useful. Easily we can do. No need to find factors, no need to find multiply. Directly we can write the factors. Understand? This is called division method. In this division method, we can find the HCF of any two numbers or any three numbers. Okay. So one more example we shall take. In this division method. Another example I am taking. 16 and 30. Smaller numbers only I have taken. 16 and 30 are the two numbers. So 16 and 30 means in the division method we are doing. Just to compare which one is smaller and which one is bigger. 30 is bigger. 30 should be divided with 16. 16 is the divisor, 30 is the dividend. 16 1 is 16. Because 16 2 is 32, it is more than the dividend. So 14 is the remainder. With this 14, what we have to do? The previous divisor, 16 should be divided. Again, 14 1 is 14. 2 is the remainder. 2 means this is the remainder. This should be divided with 14. 2 7 is 14. 0. 0 is the remainder. When 0 is coming as remainder, then with which number we divided, that is called its HCF. So 2 is called its HCF. Here we can write HCF of 16 and 30 is equal to 2. Okay. The same thing we can find with the help of this prime factorization. In 16 and 30. 16 means 2 table, 2 8 is 16, 2 4 is 2 2 is. That means 16 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Next, 30. 2 table 2 15 is 3 table 3 5 is. Okay. 30 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5. So now 16 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and 30 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5. So 2 only the common factor. This is the common factor is equal to 2 and highest common factor also 2. Why? Because no other factor is there. If any other factor, common factor is there, we can multiply the common factors. But here we have only one common factor, that is 2. That is only the highest common factor. Understand? Okay? So, here two methods are there finding the highest common factor. Highest common factor is also called as HCF. Okay? So, HCF we have common factors and in the textbook they have given clearly. After the watching the video, you have to read the textbook. Definitions, everything they have given. By using that, we have to do the sums in the exercise. Understand? Okay? We shall go for the exercise. Here in exercise 3.5, the first question they have given, find the HCF of the following by using prime factorization method and division method. Both methods we have to use for finding the highest common factor of these four sums. First sum, we shall go for first sum. What is the first sum they have given? 48, 64. 48, 64, first we shall write the 48 and 64. Okay, prime factors in 2 table. Okay, 2 24 job, 2 table, 2 12 job, 2 table, 2 6 job, 2 table, 2 3 job. Okay, that means 48 is equal to, we can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8, 8 2 is 16, 16 3 is 48. Okay. Now coming to 64. For 64, again 2 table, 2 32 job, 2 16 job, 2 8 job, 2 4 job, 2 2 job. That means 64 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay. So 48 and 64. Now we can compare now. 48 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. 64 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 2 into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now take the common factors. Common factors is equal to 2 is common, 2 is common, 2 is common, 2 is common. That's all. 4 2s only common. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now we can write the HCF is equal to 2 4, 4 2 8, 8 2 16 is the common factor. For this 48 and 64. This is the prime factorization method. Now we shall go for the division method. Division method 48 64 means bigger number is 64 and smaller number is 48. So bigger number 64 should be divided with 48. 48 1 ja 48. Subtract 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. 16. 16 you have to divide 48. Means 16 3 ja 48. 0. So highest common factor is equal to 16. Here also we got 16. Here also we got 16. The method is different, but solution should be equal. Okay. This is the first sum. Please note down. In these 4 sums, I will explain you 2 sums. Remaining 2 sums you have to do your own. Okay. Second sum and fourth sum you have to do. And first sum I explained, third sum I am going to explain. Please copy it in the classwork. Pause the video and copy it in the classwork. Look at the board for second sum. 126 and 216. I have done this sum. You have to pause the video and try to understand the factorization method, prime factorization method and division method. In both cases we got 18 is the HCF, highest common factor. Okay. Pause the video and note down this one. Try to do your own. After that only you have to check this one. Now we shall go for the third sum. See, in the prime factorization I have done the third sum. 40, 60, 56. 40 prime factors I have taken. 60 prime factors I have taken. 56 prime factors I have taken. Okay. So 40 prime factors, 60 prime factors, 56 prime factors. Common factors. 40 factors, 60 factors and 56 factors. In those 3, till now we have done only 2 numbers, but we have taken 3 numbers. In those 3, what is the common factor that we have to take? Only 2 is the common. Because here 2 is there, here 2 is there, but 3 is there. 2 is not there. 5 is there, 5 is there, but here 5 is not there. Okay. So, only this is only 2. This is only 2. Okay. 2 and 2. So, we can write HCF of 40, 60, 56 is equal to highest common factor means we have to multiply the common factors. That is equal to 2 4 is the highest common factor. Understand? Any number of numbers, no problem. 3 numbers also no problem for us. So, how to do this in the division method? Till now we have had 2 numbers, but here the third number is also entered. In the division method, what to do? Compare these 3 numbers. Which one is the biggest? 60 is the biggest. Which one is the smallest? 40 is the smallest. So, biggest number is divided by smallest number. Okay, 60 divided by 40. So, in 40 table, 41 is 40. What is the remainder? 20. After the completion of the first division, now enter this middle number, 56. That means the third number. Already we started with 2 numbers. Now the third number will be entered. 22 is 40. 16 is the remainder. With this 16, same procedure. 20. Only one time the third number will be entered. After that again, divide the remainder, divide the remainder. 16 1 is 16. 4 remainder. In 4, 16. 4 4 is 16. 0. So 4 is the highest common factor. In the division, last divisor, ending divisor, when it is getting 0 as a remainder, this is called the HCF, highest common factor. Understand? Okay. So this is the third sum. Now we shall go for the fourth sum. Fourth sum you have to do your own. Please pause the video and note down this sum in these two methods. First one is brain factorization method, second one is division method. Okay. Yes, now children, the second sum they have given. This is a word problem. Two milk cans have 60 and 165 liters of milk. Find a can of maximum capacity which can exactly measure the milk in two cans. That's the question they have given. In the first can, it has 60 liters of milk is there. In the second can, it has 765 liters of milk is there. That we have written quantity of milk in first can, quantity of milk in second can is equal to. So the HCF of these two numbers will give a can of maximum capacity which can exactly measure the milk in the two cans. HCF, find the HCF of 60 and 165 gives the can of maximum capacity of milk can be measured in the two cans. So 60 and 165, we have taken division method here. With this 165 is the dividend, 60 is the divisor. 62 is 120, 45. So again 60, 45, 1 is 45, 15, 53 is 45. So 15 is the HCF, highest common factor. Therefore, HCF of 60 and 165 is equal to 15. The can of maximum capacity of 15 liters can exactly measure the milk in two cans. 15 liters, 15 is the highest common factor. Understand? Please pause the video and note down this second sum. Then we shall go for the third sum. Okay. Yes, coming to the next sum, third sum. So here I did not give the question on the board because you have the textbooks, you can see the question in the textbook. What is the question they have given? Three different containers are there. In those three different containers, different quantities of milk is there. Okay. So quantity of milk in three different containers is equal to 403 liters, 465 liters, 527 liters. These are the three different containers. They have the milk. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the biggest measure of can or container to measure the different quantities of exact number of times. All should be equal. That means one is more and one is less. It should be equal in all the three containers. Then what is the container quantity, capacity should be there. That we have to find out. Further we have to take the highest common factor of these three. In the division method we are doing 403, 465, 527. So 403 should be divided with 527. If you divide the first division, 527, 403. If you subtract 124. Now I entered the second number because this is the smallest and this is the biggest. So middle number I entered here. After doing the division, finally we got 31 is the HCF. This HCF indicates the biggest measure to measure all different quantities of exact number of times is 31 liters capacity container. 31 liters. Okay, all highest value 31 capacity container will be required. Understand? Please pause the video and copy the sum. Yes, children. After completion of this exercise, this 3.5 exercise, and before I have given you some examples. So 3.5 exercise you should copy in the classwork. Same sums you should do in the homework without seeing the classwork. Understand? You have to do the sums and take the photos and send to my WhatsApp number. Okay children? Again, we shall meet in the next video. Till then, have a nice day. Bye.